Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished in our little town of Springview, which hopefully this episode, I've noticed we've started the last several with the same screen here, trying to get this area built up, keep getting distracted by, crops and sheep, which we are at 9 now. So we've got 3 babies floating around in here. All the babies are growing up. There's the 2 that we saw last time. So where is the newest edition? Thinking it's a real tiny one? Well, okay, that one. I don't know. Maybe the 2 have really grown up and that is actually the newest one right there. Okay. They grow quick. And we got this area going. So let's really try to concentrate over here this time. I see we've got the foundation in for our town hall. Looks like all the supplies are in and the construction is actually slowly moving along. We've got Camelani working on it right now. She is our only builder at the moment because we are having a bit of a labor shortage. Is there anybody else that we can take off their jobs? We've already taken off the blacksmith. 1 of 0. Oh, I moved the wrong ones last time. 0 of 0. No, I didn't. That's right. Put those back on. What we did was we just turned off the building. So, though it says that they are a tailor and a blacksmith, I actually have 3 laborers at the moment. So that's what's happening there. And that's fine. Fish. We got 81 fish over here. We've got 57 fish. And none. So fish, we took it down to 1 and we are starting to feel the crunch of that flash. I see that flash at the beginning of every year. I wonder if that flash was right when the number turned to the next year. I wonder if that's a way of indicating that a new year has begun. Anyway, we are running low on fish, which means we don't have that variety in our diet anymore. I don't really have any other builders or people in the bank unless I actually do really shut down the blacksmith and the tailor. We are looking fairly good on the supplies, so let's do that. We'll turn these back so we're not confused later. That gives us 3 laborers, so we can tell one of them to actually be a fisherman. Now, we are sitting really good on food, to where we're probably going to be maxing out our storage. At least that one storage. How are we doing over here? Yeah, this is getting pretty full too. So let's pull out gatherers, 2 gatherers. Logs are doing fine. Let's pull out 2 foresters. Hunters. We've already pulled out 2 hunters. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and get some construction done. Town hall is being worked on. I'm going to slow the speed down so we can think about this. Town hall is over here. There's lots of work yet to do. We wanted a house to get put in soon as well. In fact, let's go ahead and prioritize that house while we're thinking here. So we got a road kicked in through here. A nice tree-lined road too. That's why I don't like to strip out all the forests before I start to build the town. I like to see just what we can leave in here that's natural. But what else goes in this town? We know we need a hospital. We don't want the hospital to be right in the center. If someone gets sick, they're going to go to the hospital. They're going to infect everybody on their way. Or the potential is there. And don't know if it's still the case. I saw a video, someone telling that they saw their citizens getting sick who walked past the hospital or who spent time near it, which is why not to build it here. That's something that may have been changed over the years since I played, so I don't know if that's true. But because I heard that as a possibility, I think I'm going to move my hospital kind of out to the outskirts of the area. So I'm thinking we will grab a road, kick that over this way. Eventually we're going to diagonal into this area when we get a big farming community going. Our farmers are up and running for the year. But with that road, and I'll try not to build too many roads because we'll spend our whole season building roads. But let's get the hospital in. And we'll go as far this way as we can. This right there. So we got the hospital to deal with. We'll hit pause for the moment. When the town hall finishes, the game will start to randomly throw us nomads. So groups of people who don't have a home and nowhere to live, and they come in here as a group asking if they can join our community. And we can let them if we wish to. If we've got, I mean, right now we've got extra housing. Well, kind of. We have a few houses taken up by some bachelors. They have an increased possibility of bringing disease with them. So the hospital is necessary for that. The herbalists, I'm not sure if they are equipped to handle disease or if they're just here for the, like the nutritional health and the low-end health concerns of the citizens. I think you need a hospital for the disease. Does it actually tell us? Used to heal disease, whereas the herbalist used to gather herbs and provide simple health and healing for citizens. All right, so we need the hospital for disease. I also need to consider, for those nomads and for any kind of an emergency situation, a boarding house. That will temporarily allow, I believe it's 5 families to move in. So that would give the nomads a place to live temporarily, or your citizens a temporary place to live if you get a fire. And before they get the fire, 6 or 7 of these houses gets burnt out. So, what was that? Town Hall just came in. And boy, did it. Alright. This market... Oh, that scrolled up. Okay. I'm going to turn off the market. Bring the Town Hall over here, which has an inventory. So the market showed what was just in here. Storage barn shows what's in it. This shows the entire town. In storage, in trading posts, and in homes. So much more information here. Sort by name. Okay, or by quantity. So now you know what you have the most of in town. So we will want to be trading venison whenever we can. So great information here. Your overview. Your professions and how many people are in them. Basically similar information to what you have here. What your limits are for your production. Let's take our logs up to 500. Stone to 500. I didn't realize that. I had not moved these. That's why we weren't clearing some of that stone a while back. We'd already hit our limit, and there was nothing to warn us that we had. Ah, okay. Coal, we'll do a 500 there. Tools and clothes we'll leave alone. Current, used, produced in 1 year. Yeah, great information here. Or in 10 years. We have been running for 19 years. So we have taken down almost 4,600 logs since we started the game. So good information here. Inventory, graphs. This is huge. Go out, 10 years and look at food. If you start getting a lot of farming going on, you'll you'll start to see this will start to do some really heavy waves, troughs and peaks. It's like the stock market. So peak at the fall, and then through the winter, summer, and before the next fall, and then the harvest, and you start to peak up again. So there's a way to track whether or not your trends are dropping, and you know that you're getting way too many mouths for the food that you've got coming in. Stone house just got finished. Hopefully a young family grabs that. But you can do all of your individual, let's see, move this out. All of your individual, oh I see, it's this way, items, or your number of citizens, how many have clothes, how many are educated, what their happiness is, and over however many years you want to work, you want to see. So we'll leave this on food. When nomads arrive, you can allow them or deny them. And items that you have acquired by trade. Don't seem to be able to manipulate these. I don't know if this was another way to say send me more or just what, but these are items we've bought so far. Okay, so let's go to inventory. We'll leave this screen up. There's a quick glance inventory of just the most important items, otherwise this is everything. And let's move on. Let's see. Nobody has moved in, so we were looking for an empty house so that we can kick out this guy. When he moves out, I'm hoping he takes Jalia as his wife. That was my plan. So we're going to kick out Loniel, and when he moves into another house, I'm hoping he's going to grab a wife with him. And he did not, but he may have found another eligible bachelorette. He moved into here with whom? Nobody. So he moved in somewhere else entirely. Okay, so much for that plan. So we have 2 empty houses now. So we have a young man who might consider marrying a slightly older young woman. We have a house ready for them to do that. Just a matter of coaxing them out. Hate to kick out a whole family, but this would certainly get the ball rolling. All right, let's do it. This one. 5 people are no longer housed. I'm hoping we're going to see that drop to 3. No, it went all 5. So all 5 may have moved into somewhere else. I was really hoping that it would. Yeah, they did. So we may just have to let the game naturally trigger some new couples to move in. We did get a couple. No, that's not a couple. That is a parent and a child. But we'll see. We have found that empty houses can spur on a wave of divorces when the game just randomly picks someone for that house. Hopefully instead. So a 16-year-old just moved out. And moved in here. Now we got a new couple just formed. Alright, we'll quit playing matchmaker. We were talking about boarding houses. So now that these guys are here, we do need to get the hospital going, and we need to get a boarding house going. So let's lay out the boarding house. Where do we want to put it? We don't necessarily have to put it here. We were kicking around wanting... Didn't we place that? No, we didn't. I'd thought about placing a market here to draw some of these supplies back to this community. So that's an equally important task to think about. Like so. Let's place that and keep that as something we want to be thinking about. But the boarding house could land out here. Could also land down toward the farms. That's interesting. How about let's get it in between the town and the farms? Let's do that. Yeah, something like that. Now, there's something I had forgotten about. Tell you what, let's put this underneath. And with that, we can still see our radius. So this boarding house still has access to the goods there. Alright, so let's make this one a priority. Let's leave this one showing, and we'll not pause this one. The hospital we don't want to pause either. How are we doing on supplies? Stone is our problem. Don't have enough stone for either. No, we do have enough for the boarding house. But I hate to get a load of them in and get disease and have nowhere to treat them. So let's go for the hospital first. But let's put a road in. Eventually we're going to want stone roads. They'll move a lot faster over stone roads. That's after you got the quarry going and you've got more stone than you know what to do with. So where are we going to get stone that's somewhat nearby? Let's start harvesting. Are we functioning? We were paused. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. Let's go to 5 speed. And we're looking for stone. We'll grab everything that's in here. About as far as I want to walk. We'll grab all this stone here. We might be needing a quarry a lot sooner than I was planning. Right, we'll take that stone there. There's nothing left here. Oh, there's 2. So we may be clearing out all of the stone on this side. Now, I would like to get this stone here, and it's even fairly close, but they'd have to make the trip all the way through here to get to it. This might very well be worth putting in a bridge here real soon. I'm thinking it's right here. Let's make that one of our next goals. Let's fire a road across here and a bridge. There you are. Wow. Can't do that. Did I just miss it here? Nope. We're landing on a mountain. Okay, well, pause the game and cancel that road. Cancel that road. Okay. So we need to cross over here, but we need to find a place where we can cross. We can get over here. That might be fine. Yeah, let's do that. If I were to put a nice diagonal road from here tell you what, let's bridge first so we know exactly where we're going. Here to here. Here's our bridge. Let's diagonal road from here into the road we already have established. Okay. We're going to diagonal road in, we're going to build a bridge. And before we designate any of this stone, we're going to let that complete. Otherwise, they're going to be making their runs to get the stone because they know we need some. The bridge only needs 15 stone. Can we prioritize the bridge? Well, we can. Will you guys follow the order? Yep, you will. You like bridges and you like roads. So they're already starting to construct a bridge. That's good news. Over here to grab more stone. We should already be... Wow, we've got a lot of laborers. Babies are being born. And a bunch became laborers. And we did empty a lot of our industry of laborers, or to grab laborers as well. We were working on the hospital. Nothing happened. Okay. And I've yet to remember to get back over here to see if these actually clear before the first frost. I suspect they're not. I built the size that would be efficiently run by one farmer, assuming that there were houses and storage nearby. So eventually that's going to become a real thing, but for now it's going to just be for show and just demonstration to show how it works. Eventually, though, we'll get it running nice and efficient. Lots of deer, because we don't have lots of hunters on. Our sheep, we're at 12 of 15 now. Have we made wool? We have. It'd be nice to be here at just the right moment to watch Oralisant do the shearing. Does it say what she's doing? Picking up resources. So she's carrying wool. So she already did some shearing. I'm trying to recall what it looks like. I seem to remember leading the sheep in to the little hut and then walking away. Anyway, we've got what? Logs. Well, let's think about this. If we were to... I wonder how that works. I don't know how much firewood one log makes. The logs are cheaper than the firewood, so we could sell the firewood for more logs, I assume, than it took to make that firewood. So it actually doesn't look like that bad of a deal. I think we'll take it. We'll grab 33, and we'll pay with... Oh, what is that? 46? Nope. Oh, I'm off. 10. 16? 16, 32, 64. So 17. Okay. We'll give you a little bonus there. And trade. He's a resource merchant. Do we want to place an order for anything specifically? Nope, I think I'm just going to play the game randomly, seeing what comes in. What the traders have available to sell us, they will sell us. Yep, I think I like that. So, turn back on. We did not dismiss, did we? There you go. So someone's going to come in a year or so and they're going to bring some more exciting, mysterious items for us to trade for. Alright. What were we doing? Hospital is not being worked on. Boarding house is paused. Wooden bridge is what we were doing. There goes our trader, covered in snow. That has got to be one cold trip that he has to make. Rowing away. Us and our helicopter flying over him. Okay. We are over here. Okay, our bridge. That is our woodcutter. Our woodcutter. Trying to think of why our woodcutter just walked over here and dropped something off at the bridge. The woodcutter would act as a laborer if the firewood count was maxed, and it is not. That was odd. Anyway, our supplies are in, and soon we'll get this bridge built. Meanwhile, we were asking for a lot of stone to be taken out. They're just getting to the trees that we set up to take down, 2 episodes ago, I want to say. Leomonte the Builder has died. Lots of laborers. There's that flash again. We just hit early spring, so that must be the indicator that the year has changed. So we're into early spring, and it is still frozen solid. So here's a year where we're not going to get an early spring. We're actually going to have a long winter. So they will be randomized to the point that sometimes the crops will come in really well, sometimes they won't. So a couple of bad years on crops, if you're depending on crops, can really send your economy into a spiral. So while I'm talking here, let's get more stone collected. And this is probably going to end up being more of a forest node when it's done, so I think it's safe to go ahead and pull all the stone out of here. And even right there. Iron, we're sitting good on iron, so let's not waste their time working on that. Though it would be nice to get a stockpile out here. And can I build on this side? Not really. So we'll put one right over here. And let's tell them to clear this one first. Alright, hospital is next. Planting has begun. This one seems to get started earlier than that one each year. No, this one is already finished. You can see the plants are in here. Okay, so it's actually this one that got the late start this time. Alrighty. And we had set that up for one extra farmer. Let's turn that back off. We're not depending on farms at this point. In fact, if we're going to depend on anything, let's depend on our gatherers. Let's go ahead and kick that up by 2. Logs are doing fine. So let's make sure the laborers are finding stone. And the rest are working on this. So let's prioritize this one. We had prioritized the bridge before. So let's make sure that this is their next project. Then we'll release the boarding house and get that done. In fact, really, we could do both right now. We've got enough stone. We don't have enough stone for both. Okay. So we need to get the stone done. Let's see. Where is our closest stockpile to this area? It's over there, and it's full. So let's throw another, although they can drop off at the market as a stockpile. We do have that. But let's put a stockpile right in here, across from the, I was thinking the hospital across from it might logically be a cemetery. We still have only 10 graves. Something is not functioning right with the cemetery. All of these guys should be in the cemetery. So something has stopped working here. Yeah, it's a little bug or something in the game. I don't have another cemetery around. So there's nothing that I could have done to influence that. It just stopped adding. And it looks different than it did before. There was one of these over here. Now we have 9 graves. I don't have an answer for that. I can't see why the graves would disappear in time, because you always end up having to build more and more cemeteries when they fill up. So I'm thinking something is subtracting instead of adding in the game code right now. Maybe there's been an update where things were balanced and one little line of the code got changed in a way that they weren't expecting. And that'll be caught soon, and by the time you're actually watching this video, maybe that'll be corrected. But the graves should be adding, not going away. We should have 25 or so graves in our graveyard right now. So I was going to say we should leave this space available to put another graveyard in, but I guess for the town of Springview, one cemetery is going to be enough. So let's go ahead and put in a stockpile right here, and we will prioritize that one as well. Let's get this one functioning. How'd this one finish? This one got done. Are we chipping away at stone? We are not. Over here? Nope. So this is not the highest of their priorities right now. We're already clearing out. We are at late summer. So we asked them to get these done, and it looks like they are working over here. Okay. Really, that's good. Let's take this stone first and fill this up with stone first. Good. So keep the stone in this area where we're building. Okay, once the hospital's in, we'll get the boarding home going. And then I think we'll shift gears and get this marketplace going. And then we can turn the vendors on in both places and see if they will compete and balance each other out. It seems to me that a vendor will raid another marketplace when there's an excess. This vendor's priority is to bring merchandise to this market, no matter where they have to go to get it. I might be wrong there, but it seems like you could get a surplus in one, then after a while you'd look and everything kind of evened itself out over time. More laborers coming into the system. Good news. So let's go ahead and replenish. We can only build with 2 people at this site anyway. Do we have more stone in the system yet? Not really. We're going to need another 40 something here, so we've only just now got enough to do the job. So actually, the more laborers we've got, the better. Food is still in the 7,000 range. Logs are good. Herbs are really good. Let's put... Can we put 1,000 herbs in? We can. Let's increase our herbs to 1,000. Do it the hard way. And increase the firewood to 1,000. We're at autumn. Yeah, I think we can pull that off. Let's back up and put a 10 in there. We'll be ready for whatever the trader throws at us next time. Venison, I bet you we can head to 2,000 with that. Yeah. Which will help clear out our storage barns. Alright, so that single trader is going to be plenty busy for a while. We have lots of laborers. We are into late autumn, and now we're going to get the truth. So we're getting only half to 1/3 of our fields brought in. So that just demonstrates the farms are definitely not efficient at this point. We do have to get, look at that, the cold is just dissolving them, killing them off. We can get a couple more harvests in. No, we're done. So nope, that's it. Pick them up and go home. So we do need to get a storage over here. We need to get some housing over here. So we will finish these 2 houses just to kind of finish our little area here. Woodcutter. Oh, the question mark is the vendor. Okay. And then get a few more government type buildings in. And then we will get to making our farming more efficient. Alright, how did we do? We got 669 firewood, 586 herbs. We did get... No, we didn't get any more venison in. Alright, so to trade, potato seeds, hide coats, and iron. Don't need any of those. Coats will be doing fine as soon as we turn our industry back on. We didn't do that? We did not. Alright, time to do that. Iron we have plenty of. We already... Oh, that's to buy potatoes. I see. Potatoes, we do have a fair amount in, even with not being very efficient in our fields. We still have quite a few within our economy. So there's no point of wasting any of our supplies on these. So we'll dismiss you and thank you very much. And for that matter, it's probably time to dismiss this episode. So our goal next time is really right in here. These two buildings need to get done next time. How much time is happening with these episodes? I haven't been counting, but I'm thinking we're somewhere near, what, episode 11 right now? 12? 10, 11, or 12 is this episode. So about 2 years an episode. So hopefully by next episode we can get both of these in and maybe a third something. You know, it may be time to put a mine in. What's a mine take? Just take a lot of stone. Let's keep this here as a reminder. So when we get back next time, we'll know what we're up to. Firewood is slow because we're bringing it all to the trader. As well, the houses are going to be grabbing some, though not a lot. We don't have any new houses, so we're just topping off what they're using. Anyway, with that, I think we're going to call this one done. Our hospital is just about ready to top off on resources. This has been Noble Rambler, asking that you would please hit the subscribe and like and let other folks know about this series. Thank you much. Bye-bye.